This episode is brought to you by Game Up Hard Hydration. 4 great flavors. It's like your favorite sports drink and your favorite seltzer got together, had a baby. Dave, tell them about it.
Oh, but it's way better. We got fruit punch, we got orange, we got lemon lime, we got grape, and it's only 110 calories, low carb. So enjoy any of those delicious flavor, and you don't have to even feel guilty about it. And come listen to us.
Tomorrow night, Walton County Fairgrounds, DeFuniak Springs, Florida. If you've been following us for the last 2 years, you know this is something we enjoy doing ever since we got brought in. Their newest event, Aces High, is tomorrow night. Walton County Fairgrounds, DeFuniak Springs, Florida. Go to newheightswrestlingtickets at gmail.com. See if they still have tickets. We have a few matches announced. There's going to be a pre-show match, and it is a rematch of the Pumpkin Patch versus Logan and Hunter Hendricks. If you're not familiar with the Pumpkin Patch, they are staples of New Heights Wrestling. You may not take them seriously, but they are serious in the ring. They like to have fun, but when it gets down to it, they can really take it to their opponents. Logan and Hunter got the win over the Pumpkins last time. We saw the footage on YouTube. AJ Strokes still tells them, what are you guys celebrating for? You just beat the Pumpkins. What do you expect out of this rematch?
I expect AJ's charges to get the job done.
Hunter and Logan, they've been wanting to impress. They got a good job from him, but it was accompanied by an ear beating. So will they be able to gain some respect in AJ's eyes? We will have to
I think they're going to have to put a stamp on it, and I think they will.
Dave, the tag team champions, The Reckoning, will be in action. For people that are just hearing about The Reckoning for the first time, let them know about JD and Jeremiah.
JD and Jeremiah, hard-hitting. They're a classic kind of physical team. Think of teams like Doom and the Steiner brothers. You know, they're going to beat you up. They're going to slam you down hard. And they're going to look real physical when they lay their shit in.
Modern day equivalent, I could even say maybe the Authors of Pain, for how wide they are and how much power they put into their moves. They are brought to the ring by the Voice, Justin Michaels. Real despicable individual. This guy can get the crowd going. It's going to be very interesting to see who steps up to challenge The Reckoning. The New Heights Wrestling Pride Championship will be on the line. Drake Xavier defending against Bodie O'Hara. Bodie O'Hara won that Full Throttle Battle Royal to get a chance to challenge for this. Drake Xavier had beat Kelly Clark for that Pride Championship, defeated Kelly Clark in that rematch, and now is moving on to his next opponent. Drake Xavier, Bodie O'Hara. Do you have any predictions in this one?
I'm going to go with Drake Xavier at this point. He's got enough people around, whether it's Princess Josh or whoever helping, that Drake Xavier will find a way to get it done.
Yeah, Cerise Ex Mortis is always a force, no matter who is ringside. They're holding 2 championships right now. I don't think Princess Josh is going to be happy if Drake Xavier loses that title. And we've seen Drake step it up as time has gone on, but like you always say, that championship makes you 30% better. And Bodie's on a good streak, but I don't know if he has enough to overtake the viciousness of Drake Xavier. This is an interesting match. Jody is facing T Gaines. The winner becomes the #1 contender for that women's championship. Now, this all happened. Emily Locke arranged this because we saw Emily and T Gaines get into that fight in the locker room after their tag match had broken down. New Heights Wrestling officials wanted to, make T Gaines get that other step. Jody impressed in her debut. Do you think she's got enough to take down T Gaines?
I am always going to put my money on T Gaines. T Gaines is a powerhouse, and I think she's one of the more dynamic women at New Heights Wrestling. And I think she's a future champion at New Heights.
100%. I do just have to say this for Jody. The women's division, always bringing in new people. All the talents are great, but there's something about Jody that just stood out in that last match. And I can't go as far as to say that Jody's going to beat T Gaines. I think T Gaines has this, and then she's going to move on to face Emily Locke eventually. The battle continues on between Waylon Barley and Shane Gibson. It is a falls count anywhere match. We've already seen these two battle all through the Walton County Fairgrounds. Who wins this? Waylon Barley, Shane Gibson, falls count anywhere. I'm a little nervous because, like we said, Cerise Ex Mortis is always in the building, always have something up their sleeve.
Yeah, but I think this is going to be Waylon's time here. Waylon, big physical guy. If you've never seen him, likes to use that abyss boss man slam. I think this is going to be wild, and this is probably going to possibly go in the crowd and all over the building. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, if I had to pick, I would say Waylon too. And then the last of the announced matches, New Heights Wrestling Heavyweight Championship match, AJ Strokes, Mike Faison, Suicidal Soldier. It is always dangerous when you have a three-way match because the champion doesn't have to be pinned to lose that title. But AJ Strokes and Mike Faison, they had that lethal lottery tag match. Things broke down a little bit. We saw from the YouTube footage. They're arguing backstage. Will their hatred for each other overcome either one of their thirst for the title?
We will see. I think that the interesting part of this match to me is you got Mike Faison, a real powerhouse, a real hoss in there. And then with the other two, AJ Strokes is a complete wrestler. He can brawl. He'll be nasty. And then you get the champion, Suicidal Soldier, who's also a complete wrestler, but maybe a little more will take to that air, but he's got that heart, no matter how much you're beating on him, he keeps coming back. So three-way, man, all bets are off with these three get in there. But if I got to pick one, I'll stay with the champion.
I am going to go the wild card. I'm going to say AJ Strokes gets the win because he's going to have his chip on his shoulder. We saw in that footage from backstage, Mike Faison let AJ know Mike has held the heavyweight championship twice. AJ has only held it once. So I feel like something's going to happen. Maybe Hunter and Logan get involved because falls or the triple threat match. I think AJ has something up his sleeve. So that's it for the announced matches. Go on New Heights Wrestling on YouTube. You can see they've got messages. Samuel Pendragon is talking about being there. Kelly Clark talked about not getting that Pride Championship back, and now he is going to step it up. So what is Kelly Clark going to have up his sleeve? You're going to want to check it out when it hits their YouTube channel, or if you are in the DeFuniak Springs area, newheightswrestlingtickets@gmail.com, and hit them up for tickets.